Hi, hello, and welcome to the Galactic Consularship brought to you by Vertex of Abundance. My name is Priestess Abossi. I'll be your oracle today. I was sent to deliberate the findings for the Pisces rising. If you do not know your rising, start with your North Node. Everything else becomes less accurate depending on the month or the chart. So, Vertex of Abundance is the galactic symbol of ascension, delivering sacred messages from behind the veil. If anything that I say resonates deeply with you, go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, leave a review, book a session, send a donation. If you are new here, I want to welcome you. You belong. Welcome home. If you are returning, welcome back. It's an honor and a privilege to serve you. Thank you for allowing me the pleasure to do so. If you could please and thank you, go ahead and smash that like button right now. Let us begin. During the Aquarius season, and for a Pisces rising, it's a 12th house event. So the 12th house classically is like, it's a place of introspection. It's like spiritual things are going on. We're preparing for the next life. We're dissolving the things of this life. It could be our karmas, it could be our body, it could be our possessions. You know, spiritually, in a classic sense, it's detachment. It may be imposed detachment, meaning the ancestors could do it, things that are going over your head, behind your back, behind the scenes. It could be a renunciation type of detachment where we kind of buy in. It's kind of like I volunteer as tribute to live the life of a monk. So it typically guides us towards things like, inner work, spiritual work, enlightenment is essentially is what we're going for. Sometimes we even use the word um, liberation. Okay, so the word for that is moksha. It's part of the moksha trikon, and typically we're purifying, cleansing karma, or we're ordering it. It's a great place to kind of do like a debt repayment program, but on a spiritual level. It's kind of how I look at the 12th house. Expenditures, losses, sometimes imposed types of expenses, whether it be karmic, even monetary. But if we kind of lean in to these events, occurrences that are happening, it's beneficial. It's just these are the places where we might not see these benefits. It also typically talks about siblings of the mother. So, in a modern day sense, there's some things with the 12th house that we don't always understand. It's hidden. That's the thing about the 12th house. There's always going to be things we don't understand. It rules over things we don't understand. Institutions, like why does God intervene and intercede with some and not with others? Why does God take his hand off of people's lives? Why do some people have a materially abundant life and others don't? Why are some people in isolation? Why do some people dream and some people don't? These are the kinds of concepts that we go through with the 12th house, but ultimately it's transcendence through spirituality, it's past life influences through karmic debts, it's psychological depths through the subconscious, it's confinement and refinement through isolation and retreat. It talks about letting go, but sometimes it's through loss and surrender. So, the undoing of ourself can be actually the encountering of hidden enemies. Ultimately, we're going to want to have a collective consciousness here that is based on a mystical expression, but that will bring into fruition concepts of the afterlife and creativity. These are one of those enigmatic houses. It tends to be like that in the Mula Trikon, which is the 6th, 8th, and 12th house that is an occurrence. And, this is the tarot, so I won't get too deep into astrology, but, Mama loves her astrology. So today, technological difficulties. And so the cards are already out. This is actually usually a channeled reading, but it will be an open reading since the cards are already ready. Remember, we do shuffle the clarifiers, and um, that's just kind of where we are right now. We have I just heard Ace of Cups, Una Copa, Ace of Hearts, Una Cuore. Okay, so we have the Ace of Cups, Four of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, Four of Swords could be desiring respite, desiring rest. It could also be desiring some type of recovery. Typically, it's a protracted recovery. It doesn't mean long protracted. It means something difficult that might require a lot of parts. There might be aspects of the recovery we can't do ourselves. We might need to wait for time. We might need to wait for outside help. It's typically, if it's not waiting for outside help, we need protection from the outside. Typically, we call it a trauma, different than the Three of Swords, an active trauma. So this is carrying a wound or a place in our life where we need to kind of upgrade, or where we're kind of hanging in the balance. We might just be waiting for time. A court ruling per se. Four of Swords can often talk about a divorce decree. But there's all types of things. It can also be requiring an audience with somebody who can make a decision. We'll see more here. You know, what I'm getting is that we're taking actions towards healing by standing secure in the self and allowing our heart to open up, or allowing spiritual blessings to manifest. Some gate is opening up to our spirituality, and we're actually very clear about wanting to embark upon that, because we have some type of spiritual refinement here, spiritual enrichment. High Priestess with the Page of Cups, Hermit with the Tower. So we're really feeling affectionate, or feeling like we have an open heart. We're feeling like we're gifted spiritually, and we might come into concept, idea, awareness about our spiritual lineage. There could be a brotherhood or some type of priesthood, I mean. So we might be trying some kind of spiritual practice, or finding a spiritual teaching, or finding a spiritual teacher. Nine of Cups with the Devil card, that's problematic. We have our second Knight here. Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Swords with the Tower. That's warfare. With the Devil, that's confirmed. And then we have the Six of Pentacles here. So there might be another person. Oh, because this is about desiring fairness, desiring equal, beneficial, nourishing relationship. This can be some kind of Capricorn rising, to a lesser degree of Mars in Capricorn. We could be feeling fulfilled, feeling chosen. We could be feeling like we've made it, but not an actualized made it. We know the path to take finally. Now, there could be some lack of fairness, envy, even greed. Somebody could be immobile, lame. Unfortunately, I have to say that with the, I mean, I wouldn't get that, but that is what I'm getting. I mean, I need to see more cards. So, um, but they could be erasive is the word I'm hearing. Um, they could be a bully. They might target people to destroy them for the sake of fun. This could be a person who hunts other people. There's some illusionary success here, vainglorious, prideful. And somebody could actually have no protection. They're unsafe in a situation here. There's going to be some more fighting, if there is any fighting at all. And it would be over some kind of spot. Now, this spot is about union or some kind of status. And the currency there is celebration or power. I want to say different. No, we could talk about home, but I don't see the Ten of Cups. We can talk about lane, but I don't see the Hangman. What I'm getting is that there's some unrequited love here. And it's been going on for some time. There's a soulmate twin flame union, and there's a couple different suitors here. One is preparing to make a move, make a commitment, and how that would look is, but there's a couple different moving parties here. Knight of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. One person is wanting to maybe be alone or wanting to stand in their worth and value or wanting to be seen, desiring to be seen for their worth and value. Someone here is also King of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. That's wanting to yield. It could be about inner traits and qualities, inner virtues. Grant me just a moment. There's something here about reaching full mastery. Pisces. And we have a couple few things. King of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles means it's personal mastery, but we move a step beyond that. It's like mastering spiritual wisdom here. I'm some caveat is being triggered. I'm trying to pinpoint where it is. I even went to read my notes. I'm running out of time. We hit some mystical, magical combination here. It seems like there was something unlocked today with the readings that I was doing. Something is here. Today has just been reactive. Wheel of Fortune, Five of Wands. Okay, so this is like a cycle of bad luck. It means the wheel of karma. So I'm going to tell you, for us, it doesn't necessarily mean the cycle of bad luck. I mean, it could be. Wheel of Fortune in reverse means wheel of karma. It's typically when the wheel turns in reverse instead of turning forward. I'm also getting the energy that there's like a few chances left for the enemy, any kind of energy, entity, ideology that's acting in oppositional or adversarial nature to either hide, mask what they've done, to reverse something pending, or they're kind of screwed. Time's running out. That's something I should have been mentioning earlier. Because we're about to become happy in a way that's going to make us kind of untouchable in a way. We're reaching perfection, and we've reached it in higher levels, but it's starting to anchor down into the physical. It's like permeating through each realm. We have the Four of Wands and the Temperance here, so we definitely have twin flame union. We have the soulmate here, but I don't know if we have the Two of Cups. We have the Nine of Cups, so we're not necessarily in like a mutual beneficial relationship yet, but we're connected. Yeah, see the divine masculine. And this is a message from the other side of self face down. So Pisces rising, I do want to say love's going to come directly for us because we have a 12th house event. It's hard to get things in this 12th house. It's a very specific type of being that could do it. And the being is here. The being didn't show up, but the domicile of said being did. The Ten of Cups is where the Knight of Cups, excuse me. The Knight of Cups is where the Ten of Cups is where the Nine of Cups lives. We have that, and I'm just saying, like, this is a difficult place for love to reach us because typically only love of the divine is what survives. This is where we lose earthly attachments, the 12th house. And to be honest, like love is one of those things that traps you. I don't mean it in a way where it's going to be, pop off at the mouth or react. Higher love always survives, but higher love is basically God or the spirit or whatever anchoring into the physical through a member of the soul group. And the thing about the higher you go in love, the less attached you are. And that's the thing. The 12th house is about losing attachment to everything, including one's own life, including one's own body. So we have the King and Queen of Pentacles again. This is the second reading today. This has been an interesting day because love has been here very strongly. It's going to show out pretty soon, meaning it's going to make it to where we are and it's going to have an interaction with us that has some type of feeling. Sometimes the feeling is just recognizing something and not needing to react to it. Sometimes the feeling is reacting, responding, retorting. And it's some kind of cycle as well because we have Temperance, Four of Wands. That's the twin flame connection and recognition of the union. We have no Two of Cups, but we do have the Lovers. And the substitute for the Two of Cups, when the Lovers is present, would either be the Nine the Nine of Cups or Pentacles. So we have the Nine of Pentacles here, which means that, okay, the Two of Cups is present. However, it's a solo process. We are having some kind of recognition right now. This other side, they're already in it. The next time we see them, they're ready to go. We're the ones catching up. We're the ones coming into some kind of understanding. That they want is to be now is recognized. What is this king? Okay, so we have it here. I mean, the divine masculine is here, but the divine feminine isn't. We're having a space from each other. We can't get to one another. It doesn't always mean, yeah, so we need courage. It doesn't always mean we're on different sides of the planet. There's just something that we can't reach it. We could have barriers between us, maybe time, maybe place, maybe location. It could even be something as simple as you're not going to be able to see that person for a couple of weeks. Okay, because destiny. Okay, so this is a very powerful connection here. There's a Sag sun sign here, Pisces rising. I got it. Okay, I was looking for that. Okay, when there's a Sagittarius midheaven, that's a Pisces rising. Because I was also getting Gemini rising, and we have Gemini energy out here, but there's no, well, Gemini rising. We have Gemini rising and Sag rising. It's been right in front of me. And we also have the Nine of Cups. Okay, so we're ready. Nine of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. The next time we meet, it'll be Ten of Cups because it's out here already. There's sweetness between us, la mica. It's just that something is going on. There literally actually could be some kind of block right now. I don't understand what it is. Because normally I would see magic everywhere. I'm not seeing it, but I'm getting that energy. This means something is hiding, something's lurking. There's a racket about, which can be an enterprise racket. It could be a cabal that's secret. It can talk about negative associations. It can talk about blockages that are intentional and kind of sinister in their nature. I mean, whatever this is, the solution's going to come, or it's going to get, if it's already bad because we're both pining, like both parties are pining for each other. And here's the deal, some of us may not know who this person is, but when we do come across this person, we'll know almost instantly, and they're already in our life. So it's almost like some of these blockages are not human. It's like spirit is doing stuff in the background, and then when everything's ready, it's gonna like set ablaze. We will see the same person we see every couple few weeks that all of a sudden we'll have like rose colored glasses on or something. Some of us will come to the realization, some of us have recently come to the realization. Some of us have these persons on our mind. Some of us think of these people all the time, but we never put them in that category. There are precious, like jewels here. There is a diamond in the rough. It can be some of us. Um, and I want to be honest, this other person knows a lot more than we do in terms of the feelings and the awareness about that. It's maturing, like it's like it's ready. La vecchia signora, it's ready. Okay, they are going to express some type of affection, and honestly, like there's gonna be something a little bit aw shucks about it, like oh, we've been playing, or we missed the ball, or we buried the lead kind of deal, because it could be more climactic. It's almost, I wouldn't say anti, but it could be more. Like we could turn the volume up. So this has been a message about someone doing the last couple few things they need to do to have some kind of awakening. And also there's a little bit of spirit on the side here and there, everywhere, being like, okay, well, we're focusing on a couple few things. To be honest, like I wouldn't be surprised if I wouldn't be surprised if one party is under some type of attack, maybe even a spiritual attack, because I use the word magic, I use the word enemies, I use the word witches and spell work and all that. There's alternative languages for the same thing. Like a lot of people don't believe in um, energy, but the same people that don't believe in energy will use the word impression or gut feeling. It's the same thing. Some people will use the word spells, and another people will use the word intention or strong, well documented plan. Some people will use the word magic, and other people will use the word research strategy that's followed up on regular basis. Does that make sense? So there is a little bit of inimical energy. I think on one side, one party has somebody in their environmental location, and it's not clear. It's an energy showing up of Okay, it can be straight up attack, but there also can be some. There's another side of seeing this, and I'm doing this other side of seeing it because it could be like there was not a lot of clarity around it. If there is an attack, it's something from the origin of that person's life that was designed to keep them unaware, unawakened, from never quite meeting their potential, and always more susceptible than they would be if they were fully embodied in their energy. And this person is us. There could have been energies, entities, ideologies that were designed to dismantle us, to tear us down, tear us apart. But there also could have just been a lot of like socialization, programming, and conditioning. There could have been something in the way that we came up that kind of kept us sheltered or kept us not fully aware, not fully awakened, not fully embodied. There was a game afoot most of our life, and we probably were purposely withheld from this game. They might have conditioned us and programmed us to not go after everything, to leave a lot of cards on the table, to never fully come into our flowers. Maybe we didn't know there was something to protect. There was something that some might be after. And honestly, there's probably some kind of union in the spiritual where an enemy tried to yoke themselves to us and keep us in an apathetic place, a sunken place, because they didn't want us growing out or away from them, maybe physically, maybe energetically, maybe spiritually. And if love comes into our life, it's going to break a lot of the shackles that we might not even know that are there. I'm getting a lot of situations where we might be moving in a couple few years, where we might be expanding in a couple few years. There's some kind of energy here where we're right around the corner from a big glow up, from a big situation shift. And there's an energy, entity, ideology that wouldn't want that. And it's really minor. So the thing about us not coming together with this person that we're connected to is that if both of us are online, it's going to be clear to everyone else that if they want to get to one of us, they have to do it through the other one. So I think the universe, creator, God, source energy might be trying to clear this last couple few rata cucarachas out, send them back to the gutter, la busara, cestino, so that we have a clear runway. And once we're in the sky, coasting at 50,000 feet elevation, it's not going to matter. I know it's 30,000, but I like the word 50,000. It's not going to matter. But there is an enemy at the gate here. Somebody that can do harm, that intends to do harm, and they want to see us in a sunken place with our dreams dashed. And I don't think that's going to happen. I don't. So it's been an honor, a privilege, and a pleasure to serve. Thank you for allowing me to do so. This is a quick prayer for all those still lost out there to illusion, delusion, confusion, lost in the seas of time, trapped somewhere in the matrix, yet to heal, yet to awaken, yet to return to the resplendent grace of the divine, unconditional love and universal oneness. May you be well, may you be happy, may you be whole, may you be at peace, may you receive everything you ever wanted, starting with what you deserve. Ho'oponopono, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I pray that your scepter ordered your path illuminated and that you return having found salvation and redemption. Until we meet again, until we meet again, namaste, Dandava, and Ashe. Sayonara, dasvidanya, Bye bye.